Hello, warmly welcome to another Soul Sunday, episode 40 since October last year. Yay! Thank you so much for everyone who's been following us on this journey, and welcome to anyone who's new here. As always, whatever we say, check with your inner knowing what feels true for you. Today, we're going somewhere that I think many of you are living right now, whether you have words for it or not. Integrity with certainty. And what is that, you may ask? Well, it's all about staying true to your calling, no matter what others think, and no matter what the people who love you think about it. And no matter what the voice in your own head says on a tired Tuesday. Hang on, we'll deep dive into this. Last week, we explored soul aligned self care, the unglamorous, daily, deeply necessary acts of love toward yourself that keep the instrument clear, which is you, your body, and your inner compass, helping you to navigate in a rather complex world, and you want it to be in a good shape, calibrated for the waters you're sailing through. Yvonne shared how ignoring her soul's needs eventually made her seriously ill, and how coming back to a soul aligned life was the most radical thing she ever did. And the Hill's message was better discipline is self love, not as punishment, but as a guiding light. Quit playing small and forgive yourself when you can't. Show up as if you matter. You really do. You can watch the full episode on my YouTube channel. So, transition to today. If soul aligned self care is about tending the instrument, then today is about trusting where that instrument is taking you, even when the people around you don't see it yet, because the world might not understand you or what you're doing. So sometimes the hardest part isn't the work itself. It's the silence from the people you hoped would understand. And I want to share something that we talked about in a private Zoom call last Friday in our community, Kindred Souls. So, I'm in a soul business course to better learn the practical side of being a soul entrepreneur because I am, and this is what I do and offer to the world. And it's easy for me to be spiritual and helping people with soul retrievals, rewiring, and all that stuff. But learning marketing is a whole different game these days. And building yourself up in that way is a personal development of its own. And my mentor asked me a question because he noticed that I was doubting. We all do once in a while. And that's part of the journey. We just don't want to stay stuck there. That's why I reached out for help. And he said, honestly, not how you want it to be, but how it actually is. How do you think the world see you with money and what you're offering? I had to sit with that for a while. It really took me somewhere. And the thing is, I kind of knew this, but I had repressed it. And some people in my surroundings haven't really believed in what I'm doing. It's kind of far away from the normal chart. And they might tolerate it and maybe even respect that I'm doing my own thing, but believe that I can actually build something real out of a spiritual, soul-led path and practice. Well, not all of them do. And sometimes I can hear their thoughts like, will you ever grow out of it and just get a real job? Maybe you recognize this. If you are a holistic practitioner of some sort or anything that is not mainstream. So, what I realized is that this had been kind of crawling under my skin for years, and I had actually dissociated from it, how much it affected me in ways I wasn't aware of until that question came. And there is no positive thinking that can bypass this. You just can't affirm your way out of the fact that some people, maybe your own people, don't see it yet. What you can do is get so certain in yourself that it stops needing their permission. And we're all brought up that we should, be coherent with the people around us. But what if they're not aligned with what you're doing? Well, this is what integrity with certainty actually means. Not certainty that everything will work out on some fixed timeline, but certainty in your own path, and have integrity in staying whole to it, staying true to it, even when the others don't applaud or celebrate you. So the other thing is that only you can be you because everyone else is taken. So when the people around us don't believe in us, it's easy to let that quietly shape how we speak, how we show up, and how big we let ourselves to be if we don't watch out. So they cannot always help it. They filter their own doubts and project them onto you. And those projections land most easily in the places where you already doubt yourself, right? So it's a mirror and a wake-up call. And trying to convince others isn't the answers. It's like some days on LinkedIn, actually. You have to find a way to communicate what you're doing with so much certainty that sooner or later the right people will get it. What helps you is coming home to yourself so completely that their belief or lack of it stops being the thing that blocks you in secret sometimes, that make you hesitate even more on your next move. So, if you want, feel into the question, because I know that a lot of especially sensitive people in holistic or alternative businesses are sitting with this. How do you actually think that people around you see you and your path, your gifts, and whatever you're building? Just check, notice what comes up. Maybe it's grief, like it was for me. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's a small, tired voice that's been trying to prove itself for years. So you don't have to fix anything right now. Just let it be seen. And that is the first act of integrity, actually. Seeing the thing honestly instead of putting it in a dress for a show. You don't have to perform. You only have to be you. Here's something for you. If you want some extra emotional and soulful support around this topic, or anything that is alive for you, in you, you can just write support in the chat, and I will work on you, all of you, if you want the field, especially those watching the replay. It's available regardless if you're watching this live or on the replay. And I will do that while Yvonne will guide you in a loving meditation activation soon. But first, I had a conversation with our friends on the Swedish Hill this morning. And if you're new here, they are our friends who are nonverbal autistic, real people communicating from another dimension. And they shared their perspective. And by the way, they were the ones who came up with the theme integrity with certainty a month ago in our membership, Kindred Souls, long before it even occurred in a deeper sense to me what it actually means. And this is what they want to share now in a month later. So I'm reading. Integrity with certainty starts with self-love. Love for what you believe in, love for what you want to share. Love when you're not in contact with it, and love to continue anyway. Understanding that others may not understand you, and wisdom enough to spend time with those who want to. If the journey feels lonely and heavy, seek your connection in nature. Anchor yourself deeper in your soul, and in stillness ask it what the next step is. Sometimes the next step is to pause or take a step back, so that with even more trust you can take 2 steps forward. Life is a journey meant to be lived. Let the mystery take its place in your heart and expand in the certainty that you are already where you are meant to be. We love, honor, and believe in you, your friends in eternity. Oh, wonderful. You're on the list. Extra support for people showing up. Extra plus. How did this land for you? Love when you're not in contact with it, and love to continue anyway. So not with toxic positivity or bypassing the doubt or the grief of not being seen. It's something much deeper and much more real. Continuing to move from love even when the certainty feels distant. Understanding that others may not understand you. And wisdom enough to spend time with those who want to. This is the boundary that protects your path, not built from fear or resentment, but from wisdom, from knowing where your energy belongs. Sophie, eco-philosopher Joanna Macy called this active hope. It's not dependent on your current circumstances, but based on your wish for the future. You act with certainty even in uncertainty. Oh, definitely. That is so much part of the work. It's like doing it afraid, sort of, doing it scared, doing it anyway. So, back to the Hills message. Yes, you are already where you're meant to be, because being in the process, as Sophie mentioned, is a part of the process. And it's not where you will be one day or where you're hoping to arrive. Already here, already enough, already on the path that is always yours. And it's always evolving. So it lives, this integrity and certainty. It lives in the body, heart, and soul, not just the mind, which is exactly what Yvonne is going to help us feel now.
Thank you, and really beautiful ones. It's so lovely to have you with us today. I am really so grateful and happy for the opportunity and possibility to guide this meditation activation today, while Elof is holding the energetic support for us. And the main focus in this activation is your inner stability. I want to invite you to be as relaxed and as open, really as open as possible, wherever you are in your own journey and life. No matter how things look for you, just remember there is always the anchor to both the earth and heaven and to your beautiful soul. So let's begin with finding a comfortable position for you and really feel into whether you want to sit straight up or maybe you want to lie down. The most important thing here is to feel totally safe and relaxed in the position you choose, that you really can relax in your whole body. And we just begin with closing our eyes. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can also have them slightly open. And just breathe and land in the here and now. Land in your body, land in your breath, land in the pulse your heart is keeping, and in the vibration your body is holding. And just feel into this moment and relax. And feel the surface your body is resting on. Feel the area of your body which is in contact with that what is carrying you right now. And relax into it. Feel the support and let yourself soften into the embrace beneath you. And just breathe. And with the next breath in, I want you to see the earth underneath yourself. Imagine how this beautiful, enormous, and loving planet is holding ground for you. Imagine how her constant pulse, her heartbeat, reaches your heartbeat, giving life and nourishment to your being. The earth is with you, always, taking care of you. And just hold this picture in your body and continue relaxing into this feeling of deep safety. And then, with the next breath in, I want you to see the universe above yourself. Imagine how this beautiful, enormous, and loving space is watching over you. And imagine how this eternal flow of light reaches your soul and giving clarity to your being. The universe is with you, always taking care of you. And just hold this picture in your body and continue relaxing into this feeling of deep safety. And from here, I want you to see a strong, clear, and golden thread communicating between the earth and heaven. And this thread is you. It is manifesting through you. You are the living connection. Earth and heaven meet and speak and remember each other through your body, through your breath, and through your beating heart. And as you rest in this thread of light, feel what it means to stand in your own integrity. Here you don't have to convince anyone. Here you don't have to prove yourself. Here you just stand in the quiet, certain knowing that you are already whole, already true, and already held. And let this certainty settle into your bones. Feel how safe it is to simply be who you are, to speak what is true for you, to stand gently, steadily in your own knowing, without apology and without doubt. Remember that you are the thread, you are the certainty, and you are integrity, alive and breathing. And just breathe. And now, slowly, begin to bring your awareness back into the room. You can wiggle your fingers and toes and take a deep breath in and let it out with a soft sound if it feels good for you. And whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. And welcome back, beautiful soul. Carry this thread with you, really, into your day. Carry it into your choices and into your every moment you stand in your truth. And thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Beautiful. So, dear friends, how was that for you? No rush. You're welcome to share in the chat a word, image, or anything that came up. When we name what moves inside, we honor it. And honoring it is how we can integrate. And meanwhile, when I give you time, if you want to respond or have any questions, I can mention that on Friday we have our next live Friday inside of our community. So it's more intimate, more private. There's no recording outside of the community. And we will set the theme for August because the energies are opening up in a very special way. So if you want to join, check the calendar. And speaking of it, if you're building something from your soul, something that doesn't fit easily into the boxes people around you understand, if you do something that is very special to you, then this work is for you and you don't have to do it alone. And Kindred Souls community is exactly the place for souls who are done shrinking to fit spaces that were never built for them. And if you ever felt too sensitive for this world, or too deep for small talk about things that are mostly distractions, or if you feel too awake to go back to sleep, then you're so welcome to join in. There is soul guidance, inner wisdom, heart-centered community, light codes, courses, meditations, live transmissions with a Swedish hill. And there is a 7-day free trial. So just check in, feel if it's for you. I'm Elof, a modern shaman and soul guide for heart-centered leadership. I do soul retrievals, energy balancing, clearing limiting beliefs, which is rewiring in real time while you're wide awake. And I speak English, Swedish, Danish, and the language of the soul. On the side, I actually practice a little Japanese for fun. Sotso no chikara de subete wa kano. Watashi wa eien no hikari. With the power of imagination, all is possible. I am eternal light, and so are you. You're welcome to copy it or ask me. Anyway, the work we do here in Soul Sunday is real, but if you would like personal help, if you would like to work deeper on anything that came up or something related in your journey, I offer special deep transformational work, and I have individually crafted programs. They're up to a year long, and it's life-changing for those who have done it. So just reach out if you want to explore what it's like to work with me, and if you're new to me, we start with a clarity call. There's gonna be a link for it. And for sacred feminine healing and soul mentorship, reach out to Yvonne directly. She's doing some beautiful work for people who really want to come back to their essence and work. She works very closely with the earth and earth energy. You can read more at eternalsouls.com. And these transmissions were brought to you by me, our friends on the Swedish Hill, and my darling co-host, holding ground for us all. This space is free and will be. Donations are warmly welcome if today resonated. Link in chat, comment, or description. So, dear friends, thank you for today, and remember, you are a bright shining star and a miracle, a light of eternal potential. You are already where you're meant to be. Keep going. The certainty lives in your soul, not in anyone else's approval. You are the change. Hope to see you next week or sooner. Many blessings. Thank you.